Cassie Plummer, Claire Sweeney, has been walking a dangerous tightrope in Coronation Street, but her shocking deception is about to unravel. For weeks, she has been secretly drugging Ken Barlow, William Roach, manipulating his health for her own financial gain. However, her scheme is beginning to fall apart, and with Ken's latest health scare, the truth may finally come to light. Before the end of 2024, Cassie found herself in a desperate situation. Ken had informed her that he no longer needed her as a carer, a devastating blow for Cassie, who had come to rely on him not just emotionally, but financially. Losing this role meant losing her source of income, and she wasn't willing to let that happen. In a twisted attempt to secure her place in Ken's life, Cassie made the shocking decision to start drugging him. By ensuring he frequently fell unwell, she could justify her continued presence as his carer. It was a calculated move, one that allowed her to maintain her position while keeping Ken in a vulnerable state. However, as the weeks have passed, Cassie's manipulative actions have escalated even further. Not only has she been drugging Ken, but she has also gained access to his bank account details. This alarming development suggests that her motives may not just be about maintaining her job. She may be taking advantage of Ken financially as well. In the coming episodes, Cassie's deception grows riskier. Her latest scheme sees her secretly purchasing an iPad, a move that she is desperate to keep hidden. When the device arrives, she quickly stashes it out of sight, wary of raising any red flags, particularly around Steve, Simon Gregson. Cassie's paranoia only increases when she hears that Fizz, Janine McAlpine, is planning a shopping trip into town. Seeing an opportunity, Cassie seizes the moment to cover her tracks. She casually asks Fizz to pick up some antihistamines, claiming she needs them for hay fever. In reality, the medication is part of her larger strategy to continue drugging Ken without drawing suspicion. Later that day, Cassie joins Steve for a seemingly innocent lunch at the bistro. Just before heading out, she checks in on Ken, who appears to be drifting off to sleep. Believing the coast is clear, she confidently leaves the house. What Cassie doesn't realize is that Ken isn't as oblivious as she thinks. Just as she walks out the door, Ken's eyes suddenly open, suggesting he may have started to suspect something is amiss. Alone in number 1, Ken attempts to reach for his phone, seemingly to make an important call. Could he have finally put the pieces together? Is he trying to alert someone about Cassie's suspicious behavior? Before he can do anything, tragedy strikes. Ken suddenly collapses in pain. The terrifying moment leaves him helpless and alone, raising the stakes even further. As Ken is rushed to the hospital once again, Cassie's reaction is telling. Rather than keeping her distance, she decides to pay him a visit. But what are her true intentions? Is she genuinely concerned for Ken, or is this another calculated move to cover her tracks? More importantly, Ken's latest health crisis could finally force the truth into the open. If he regains consciousness and remembers anything from before his collapse, he could start asking dangerous questions. If he suspects Cassie's involvement, it will only be a matter of time before the rest of the Barlow family is dragged into the shocking revelation. If Ken does piece together the truth, Cassie's life in Weatherfield is about to implode. The Barlow family is fiercely protective of Ken, and if they discover that Cassie has been drugging and manipulating him, the fallout will be explosive. Peter, Chris Gascoigne, Tracy, Kate Ford, and Daniel, Rob Mallard, will undoubtedly demand justice. The betrayal would be unforgivable, and Cassie would find herself completely ostracized. Could she be arrested? Will Steve, who has supported her, finally turn against her? On the other hand, Cassie may try to weasel her way out of trouble by manipulating the situation further. Could she twist the narrative, claiming innocence? Or perhaps even trying to frame someone else? Cassie's storyline has been one of Coronation Street's most gripping and intense plots in recent months, and as we head into this latest twist, the stakes couldn't be higher. Will Ken survive? Will Cassie finally face the consequences of her actions? Or will she find a way to escape justice? Once again, one thing is certain: Cassie's luck is running out. Her manipulative web of lies is beginning to unravel, and as the people around her start to put the puzzle pieces together, it's only a matter of time before her darkest secrets are fully exposed. As Weatherfield braces for the fallout, fans are left wondering, how much longer can Cassie keep up the act before everything comes crashing down?